starting to get back into playing Monster Hunter Freedom for the PSP. I have about 42 hours in this game, but I took a long break because I started playing The Witcher 3 on the Switch, and I thought I'd make a video where I try to remember how to play the game. I mean, I've already played some of the game. I played it a few times in the last days just to make sure I'm not all that rusty, but last time I played it I was stuck. I couldn't beat Rathalos, and I tried a few more times in the last days but didn't manage to beat him, this guy. I think that was the guy. And I'm starting now to get a bit more familiar with what I have to do to get better at the game. I'm playing it on the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, and because it's a PSP game I only got two thumbsticks, only one thumbstick, and controlling and looking around is kind of weird, but I got a grip for this tiny console, and things start to feel much better now. Okay, let's press start. Okay, so today we're just gonna do some stuff around the village and the farm. I don't think we're gonna be beating any monster today. We'll see how much time this takes us, and maybe we'll take a small quest, but I'm not sure. Okay. So this is my character, Juliana. I have about 44 hours in the game and a lot of money right now, and a full set of armor and a sword, a great sword, big sword, great sword, a great big sword. Yeah, the thing about this game is it has a lot of loading screens. The PSP didn't have all that much memory going on, and the game is separated into these small sections, and you have loading screens between all of them. Okay, so my usual way of doing things is, after a quest I go to this is my house. I have a bed, I have this kitchen with these cat people. I don't know what's the thing with these cat people. Sapland, yeah. I have 3 bitterbug with something called meow. Yeah, so I have this kitchen, and I get to hire up to 5 cat people, and they, up till recently, they gave me food. I could order food from them, but now one of them waits for me here and started giving me advice, which is nice, because I get to learn things I wouldn't have known otherwise. Let's order some food. And the food usually, if you HG's fruity jam, tuna head, snake salmon, spicy sausage, and we don't have some young potato. That usually works. Fruity jam, let's see what happens. Usually food can give you buffs, or if it's not good, it can give you debuffs, like lower health or lower stamina, and you have to pay for it regardless. Yeah, so this game is from the first generation of Monster Hunter games, the PSP version. And you see, I got sick. Vitality decreased and they ran away. I don't know all the recipes that help me. I usually just wing it, just imagine what I did if it were in real life. Okay, so usually after a quest, first thing I do, I go to my chest, my big box here, and I put items I don't need right now in, like this wyvern claw, fangs, jaw, small monster bone, sap plant, medium monster bone, cephalus scale. I'm gonna keep this dung for later, I'll show you. Yeah, it's actual monster droppings. Kutku scale, Genprey scale, and Bomberry. Okay. I won't take, let's see if I need to take something out right now, but I don't think so. Yeah, this is my chest with everything I collected, and up till earlier today I kept most of the things I gathered from quests, because I didn't sell much of these. But today I decided to sell a bunch of them so I could upgrade my farm, and I'll show you. This is the village, this is my house, and this is the rest of the village. And we have merchant lady, and she sells all this kind of stuff. We have this traveling merchant that was not here from the beginning. And he mostly sells books and ammunition for the if you make a character which uses the gun. Over here we have the village elder, which gives us quests. This lady is another merchant that usually has tainted meat, drugged meat, gunpowder. I don't know why I'm buying this. I have a lot of money. Maybe I can use these skills for an armor or something. Yeah, so this is the village. Here, it took me the longest time to find this spot. We have this sword. Which we cannot take out of the stone yet. But I guess after we beat maybe Rathalos or one of the bigger monsters, we'll be able to. weapons and armor. Let's see. Improve weapon. This is my Great Serpent Blade. And in order to upgrade it, I need 2 pure crystals, which I haven't. And that's the fact that I needed pure crystals is what led me to start thinking about upgrading my farm, which I'll show you in a bit. Okay, and armor craft. Let's see if those Rathalos. I think I'm not sure, but I guess we have to beat him first in order to be able to make armor. So the fact that I'm buying those skills is practically useless now, so I'll just take them back to my chest. And this pig, when I first met him, he was traveling with that one of those merchants, the guy that's traversing the village. And I stopped and played with him, and ever since then he followed me, and now he's living in my house. Okay, and let's go visit the farm. These guys, I don't know. Yeah, I know about the training school. Yeah, so if I were to go this way, there's a training school, and I also get to do quests there. But I'm not interested in that. I only tried to do most of the single player quests, from I guess the basic quests. You see, gathering quest. This first level we had real basic stuff like gathering and finding ingredients, which was a good way to learn how the game works. And then the quests get more and more challenging, like actually fighting real monsters. And then we have some more gathering quests that are quite tedious, and I try to avoid them as much as possible, like this one, where you have to get a big monster egg and take it back to your camp. But if you trip or if you fall from a great height, the egg breaks and you have to start all over again. And I really did not want to do that. And this guy, Rastafari hat, can help us upgrade our farm. But now only the fishing pier can be upgraded, but I'm not interested in that. Let's go see the farm. Okay, so this is my farm, and we have the mushroom tree where we can collect mushrooms, and there are all types of mushrooms and plants and rocks and crystals, and you can mix and match. I barely know a handful of recipes of combinations, but as you progress through the game, I guess you learn some more from either experimenting or from the cat people from inside my kitchen. Here you can gather bugs. See, I got some spider web, bitter bug, I don't know what that does, yam bug, and that's it. Here I can grow plants. I have nothing. Let me just go back to my house and get... Do I have something in my inventory? Yeah, I guess I can use this, but no, let me just go back to my house and get some herbs also, because I have 3 rows that can be planted, and I'll use the armor seed and I'll show you. Okay, take out item and not ivy, another green plant. I'm sleepy. The herb. Only take 1. And I have to talk to this guy. Give me a seed. Just okay. So you have to give this guy seeds and fertilizers, and he'll take care of growing them for you. And we have 3 rows because I upgraded this part of the farm as much as possible. So first, let's give him the herb. Significant amount of it. So this is your most basic health item. You can eat it like this and it gives you back a part of your health, or you can combine it with blue mushroom to create a health potion, and that health potion can be combined with honey to create a greater health potion, mega potion. I don't know, can't remember how it's called. We'll check later in the inventory. And then we can plant a power seed that gives you greater attack power, and an armor seed in the last row, so you have greater defense. And we can also give him fertilizer, but we only have 1, and we'll use it for the herb because I haven't planted herb in a long time. Okay, I think we're done. Excuse me. Okay, and here we can collect, we can mine. And here we have the actual big mines, but we need some bombs. This part is kind of funny. I have to go back to my house to get a bomb. Yeah, so this game does not take itself all that seriously, even though it's about hunting monsters. It has its cartoon moments, and I'll show you the latest one I found when upgrading the mine. Let's put in mega potion. This is the upgraded potion. We need use raw meat we cook it in order to restore stamina. The paintball is used to mark monsters, so you know where to look for them. Yeah. I can't stop yawning. Excuse me. You mark monsters because the hunting area is divided into several zones, and when you're hunting a monster, instead of looking around everywhere for it, if you hit it with a paintball, actually know exactly where he is all the time until the paintball runs out. Okay, we're putting this inside the box. And we're taking out this large barrel bomb, and we only need one. Up to this point, I have not found any explanation as to why these cat people exist and what's their story. Okay, get ready for this. Is the stupidest thing I've seen in this game so far. Okay, so you have to give this guy a bomb in order to break stuff inside the mine so we can get minerals and crystals and stuff. And I'll give him a large barrel bomb. And let's try the left bit. Okay, you ready? This is the stupidest thing I've seen so far in this game. Poor guy. Yeah, I was from playing this game. I found let's see, anything good? Disc, stone, whetstone, stone. Nothing interesting. Damn. Yeah, so from this game I found out that in Japanese cats don't go meow, they go nya, nya, which I found funny. Okay, besides everything else, we also have this fishing spot, and you actually have to watch what's going on in order to... I caught one. Knife mackerel. Okay. Yeah, so long story short, you gather resources either from the farm or during quests. You hunt monsters and you upgrade you get stuff from monsters and from the resources you gather, and you upgrade your weapons and armor. You craft stuff, so you're better prepared to fight bigger monsters. And that's about all there is to the game. In simple terms, but it's much more complicated than that, but fun. Kind of tedious sometimes, but I kind of wanted to come back to it, at least for fighting a couple of real bigger monsters, because I only got to fight wyverns and small stuff. Okay, so maybe next time we'll go on an actual quest. I think that's about it for tonight. See you next week. Bye.